this VP lineup is so sick, and I feel like they've got all the answers. Riki Necro have to end with a total combined death total of less than 3.
It's definitely possible. A lot of these carry players play off field more than like a set, something that they want to do every game. I think if he gets very low HP, we'll probably just see the dispersion getting leveled up, so he can tank a little bit more, farm a little bit more.
Has to jump away up in the top lane, but it's actually at mid where the first blood happens. He brings down FN, dies to the tower afterwards due to Ein's TP in, and it is actually okay. So we haven't actually talked about this mid lane yet, and that's a very stark reminder that we probably should. But basically, the Batrider runs under the tower, gets the kill onto the Necrophos, and then ends up dying. But Ein did TP in. Oh my goodness, that just is starting to kick off. And what can a farmed Centaur do in a game like this?
Well, mid lane first. Oh, okay. The disruptor gets.
I don't know. No one's pretty low here. They might be able to finish the job. The rockets are coming. A beautiful kinetic field. Ein will get the job done.
Yeah. So we were saying like the Centaur in this game is going to get a hood, is going to get a Vanguard, is going to become unkillable, and then probably finish a pipe because there's also a Necrophos in this game.
LTW is doing okay, but you know it's really once things get going, and we'll see if the Axe is able to give his team the options to kill the Spectre later on. Can they hunt her down? Can they get the kill? They're over towards mid. They're looking for a fight here. FN's going to be the target, but the Glimpse is actually going to stop the Firefly, keep it on coming onto FN, but he gets him just inside, and in goes the lasso. They actually get the kill, but he will die in response. But Ein getting run down by LTW, and Solo coming in with the stun as well. That's going to be another kill going the way of Virtus.Pro. So what's he going to do with it? Well, looking towards the jungle seems to be the option here. They want to try and find LTW, but he's got his senses sharp, and he is backing himself away, not waiting for that bounty. Meanwhile, no one comes jumping around the side here. Feels like this is a little bit of a feed here, but let's see what happens. He gets jumped in, and yep, Reaper's side comes cutting on down, and no one. He's overrun.
He actually hasn't really farmed that much at all, apart from like applying a lot of pressure. So let's see what kind of oh, he might. Oh my goodness, FN, what you doing in the river, buddy?
Yeah, he's gonna get fished, and now the Stomp comes in to follow up as well. Virtus.Pro surrounding FN, but they're struggling to really get the damage off here, and actually he pops a Ghost Shroud, keeping himself alive. Meanwhile, in comes the Supernova on the backlines. They've lost Solo. FN now out of spells, just kind of cowering on the side of the cliff, but Zaz is able to get in and kill off that Supernova, and now they jump in with LTW. He finds FN, looks across to Ein as well, and Ein, he's getting run down under the tier 1 tower. Time is up for Ein, and they get themselves a double kill on ILTW. Virtus.Pro, daddy's home. Even if Science shows, I mean, Resolution, he's going to be nearby with that Stampede, with that Stomp. Maybe they even turn this into a fight. Solo, yeah, this guy's happy to give his life. I mean, look at Solo, he's just charging at people. He's like, come on, I want you to blink off me, but a nice ultimate coming out from Ein, but actually doesn't catch anybody inside of it. TM tries to jump in, but doesn't actually land the Berserker's call. Now throws it down onto the center, but he doesn't care. He's tanking. In comes the Supernova. They're trying to deal with him the backlines here, and Zayat's trying to play around, will bring it down. Is he going to give his life? No, because he gets a time lapse off. Meanwhile, Lasso up onto the Riki, but they turn around with Reaper's side. No one's going to be one to lose his life. Riki getting away, but Resolution chases up the high ground and gets that kill in response. Meanwhile, the stun comes out. Monocast onto the Axiom, trying to get himself away. Can he get himself out though? The heals coming through, keeping alive through the urn, but RTW still healthy in the middle of this fight as they run down the support heroes. Now they look over towards the Axe, and Solo will finish the job. Trades his life for it, but it's a good trade for him. Does he trade his life for it actually? He's fast. He's out of there. See you later. Grand Theft Ogre as he gets the kill and gets himself away. Or does he? Save. He's still looking. Sunray is out. He keeps him on target here, but the health regen from Ogre is so ridiculous. Save. He's struggling, and now the multicast, and now Resolution. Are they actually going to get this kill? They bloody well might. They're getting him down. Solo does burn up, but they get the return kill onto the Phoenix, so worth it there from Solo. I mean, he just min-maxed his life. TM did have that blink off cooldown, but didn't really want to jump forward onto him.
I think it's bugged because he
had a bug attack him, right?
Yeah, exactly. He had the swarm on the Axe, so it wasn't showing for us there. Oh.
They're going on him anyway, and the call comes down. Nicely done. Alrighty, they find it in the end. A little bit beat greedy there from Zayas, but they're actually still looking for this one. They don't care that their Weaver's dead. They're still going, and Riki in some trouble. The storm comes through onto 2, holding them down. DM gets off the call, but is it going to save his life? I don't think so. Although a nice wall from Ein comes out, and now FN comes on in. He's got a Reaper's side. He goes to use it, but gets stunned up by Solo, cancelling out that Reaper's side. The jump in, though, the call, they found the Axe, and surely the Reaper's side will come down onto him. It will. A Resolution. They'll still looking to fight this one. Now RTW coming in the backlines, finds a kill onto Iron and looking for more. Meanwhile, RTW, he's not that healthy himself. Iron's on top of him, FN as well. They won't be able to get him down. Yeah, DM looking for it, searching for it. He'll get the call instead onto Yoga Magi. It's a small kill, but it's one they will be happy with regardless. They do manage to find a good fight here, Virtus.Pro Prodigy, but the fact that their Ricky is still struggling to make things happen has got to be a concern for them.
Especially FN, because FN is about to be the highest net worth hero in this game very, very soon.
Yeah, he's going to be the big dog.
Oh, here we go. A Bat Rider. Again, another fight.
In on to Bat. No one making mistakes here as he's going to get picked off eventually. Meanwhile, they get the return trade onto Einhair. Not a good trade at all for Virtus.Pro, though. And now the heals are coming out onto FN. Even though they're doing a decent amount of damage to them, they might need to get him out of here. But the Stampede's coming in. They can't get him out. Now the call comes in from DM, giving Epileptic Kid the space he needs to survive. Look at DM, the hero, dragging the entirety of Virtus.Pro off his Ricky and over towards himself. He will die for this, but he keeps Epileptic Kid alive, which is something which they kind of need in this situation. But still, they get the tier 1 tower, but they lose their Necro.
And now is a very good time to farm. Just finish your Radiance before you take your next engagements.
Yeah, it's something you need to look at always when you're looking at this little gold number at the top of the screen there. But if someone's actually not spending that money, then they don't have that translated into worth. Meanwhile, Lasso's out onto the Axe. He's just being straight up assassinated on the front lines here as Virtus.Pro find that pick off, and now looking forward to the +1s. And it's actually ILTW going on to FN here. And there doesn't seem too much FN can do about this one. The Stampede's coming out, but I'm going to try and help him out. Throws down the ultimate. FN still on the run, but they are just cutting him off, and the stun comes out from Solo. Meanwhile, Save trying to help him out, throwing in the Sun Rays. Got a supernova if he really wants to commit this one, but knows that he'll just die so quickly. He's just going to accept his death here, I think. And they're even finding +1s on top of this. He does throw down the supernova. It's not going to get much done other than lead to Solo's death, but I think Epileptic Kid might be a little bit brave going in for this one as he does commit onto it, but now he's dusted up, being beaten down, and this is Ricky losing his life. Ein as well, going to be dropping. DM tries to go in, goes for the core here, doesn't quite have the damage to get through the Centaur, does now drop that Axe down on top of him and kills off the Centaur. It's a very, very slight win in the end for Virtus.Pro Prodigy, but I mean, when you look at the total mass and everyone who's died, it's a huge loss for them.
Yeah, like that's going to set him back a little bit, but you know what? He's just going to go back to a million, start farming up again, get that Radiance, and then maybe get another smoke up running for Prodigy. I can still see that.
Looking for something, but they might become the hunted right now. That Spirit Vessel doing so much against him as he tries to find something, goes for the cool, catches nothing, and now just gets shredded by ILTW. The Spectre comes in and turns him a new one. Zayats gets that kill.
Until he finishes his Radiance and then gets his next item, whatever that may be. But, you know, this game could easily end before that too if BP keep winning fights like this.
Yeah, they're playing at such a high pace, and now they're going to get the kill onto Iron. It's just a little pick off, but
yeah,
still Iron ends up dropping again and again. I mean, they've got that Axe Phoenix combo. I don't think it's by any stretch over for Virtus.Pro Prodigy. It's hard, and they're playing from a disadvantage into a Spectre at 23 minutes, which is never the situation you want to be in, but there are still options for them. I think it's important to note. But now, coming forwards. Yeah, they're looking for something. No one just disrupting a play to get on the backlines, but Iron's going to be the first one to drop. DM, though, gets the call, but it's onto the Spectre with the Aegis. I'm not sure how much this is really going to get done. They might be able to kill him off once, but for what? Meanwhile, Supernova comes up, beautifully placed on the high ground here, but unfortunately, the only person inside of it is really Solo, and I don't really think he cares. I mean, he's not even going to get caught out by the stun anyway. Meanwhile, they're doing a hell of a job just sniping out FN on the sidelines here. They will lose Solo, but look at the damage coming onto his Necro. He needs help, and he needs it now, but right another Reaper's Dive comes in and kills off Resolution. Now they look over towards with the call onto the window. Puck is down, and ILTW might be heading the same way as well. He's trying to make his way through the trees. Do they have the vision? Do they have the time? Meanwhile, the Lasso comes down onto the Necroboss here along with the Spectre ulti. All of a sudden, it's turning again. Prodigy are in trouble. They lose FN, they lose DM, they look towards Save as well. RTW back in the middle of this fight as they cut down Epileptic Kid. Virtus.Pro just come out of nowhere. It looked like it was a 5-1, and all of a sudden,
fell apart one by one. The Necro just couldn't find the Spectre anymore, who had like half health, and just ran out of gas.
Yeah, I mean, their cooldowns, their resources all got used up, and unfortunately, Iron, he tries to go in for a bounty, and they might actually find the return kill here. He drops the ultimate down, and this is going to be the Weaver trading his life for Iron here. An immediate buyback from Iron. They want to actually try and take a fight here. Meanwhile, they'll get themselves Solo. That's a dieback on the Ogre Magi. Important to note. And they're not done. They're looking towards the bat, but the bat comes just in time. We even heard the noise, but the child slaps back as Prodigy find themselves 3 kills chained up, one after the other, and they're not done. They're smoking up. They're looking towards mid. I don't think they'll find anything in this area. A little carrot on the stick maneuver as they see Solo here. They don't want to jump him, it seems. He's just happy digging up a... What was that? I don't know what he dug up.
People know that Solo is always a bait, that they just stop like going on him altogether.
Maybe in comes the Spectre ultimate. DM is able to jump himself away and actually gets a 2-man call off here. That's not bad. Reaper's side comes out on the back. Sorry, Lasso comes out of the backlines onto FN, controlling him up, and they actually throw him on the cliff. Meanwhile, on the front lines, and Stampede being used just to keep RTW and Resolution alive. It's a really scattered fight, but FN is just burning up on the cliff. He does get the Reaper's side off onto Solo before he dies here, but a beautiful play from no one. And now they'll bring down DM as well. I mean, no one actually kind of saved that fight. DM made an incredible play to get that call off onto the Sentinel before he got off the stomp.
Yeah, and this Necrophos about to hit his Yules. That's going to be nice to like either have another disable on VP Prodigy or just use it to remove the sticky napalms. Like right now, no one is who's killing Necrophos this entire game.
No, jumping forward to Ricky. Ricky, he needs a chance to get off some items, get off them trick to trade, get off something, but he's just going to get killed inside. LTW brings him down. Meanwhile, they look over towards DM. DM's going to get dropped as well. LTW rampaging through the lines of Virtus.Pro Prodigy right now. The Supernova going to be used defensively, just try and bring something down here. Weaver is going to use his life to try and bring down this egg. That won't happen, but nevertheless, it's going to be the only kill which Prodigy have gotten so far, and now the Sunray cancelled out by the Sentinel. Save trying to do something here. He needs some help. DM jumps in, goes to the call onto the Ogre Magi. I mean, it's something, but RTW is just completely unstopped right now. Comes in from the side. It's going to be an easy rampage and maybe even going for the double here as he brings down DM for a second time. ILTW is just completely unstoppable right now, and they're just going to call it. They're done. They just throw in the towel. Daddy, stop, please, no more. I've had enough. They will go to their rooms, and Virtus.Pro will be the victors in game number 1.
Damn, that rampage GG.
This is a really interesting pick because much like the bat, and this is a cool style. I haven't really seen no one do this too much, but Quaswex is to be expected. He's going to run around the map a lot.
Which is interesting because it's literally the exact same lane, just in another part of the map. But I guess LTW adjusting differently, playing differently. Meanwhile, we've got Zayas waiting in the middle lane, looking forward to FN here, and he's going to try and go onto him. He's got the Inkswell out on top of himself. FN is going to get stunned up. He tries to pop the Fairy Fire, but it's not enough to keep him alive. No one will finish the job, and they grab themselves a kill onto FN. Very nicely done. Great rotation in from Zayas, and now he's going to go and kill himself. The celebration. Just looking at these two drafts and the pace of the game, there's only so much the Invoker can do when it comes to controlling up a troll with, say, Diffusal or something. They go on in here and they get their little combination off. The miss chance might be enough to save Ein. Is it gonna be? No, it's not. It's gonna run out, and Resolution will cut down that guy. Meanwhile, he's actually getting a ton of stack stuff on this Fervor, and Wisdom Axe is coming on forwards here. A wand popped from Resolution. Epileptic gets slowed down, but it will not stop him getting this kill. Does bring him down all the same. Meanwhile, up in the top lane, they get a kill onto DM just past that tier 2 tower as the Spectre comes down, and they put an end to DM's creep-cutting shenanigans. So nicely done from Virtus.Pro.
I caught that one at the top. Oh, mid lane. Blackton is actually getting caught on.
He is just caught out by the EMP, and Solo's still chasing, and now even Zayat's coming in for this one. FN, he needs to go a different way. He's going to go up to the high ground on the left-hand side, but guess what? RTW's coming in for this one as well. They want to kill this guy so badly. Maybe he can take the bounty route. Yet he gets something. He gets something. Now just turning around with the Pulse Nova, trying to grab the creeps. Almost made it, but didn't quite manage to get off that deny.
So, like I said, this bottom lane is pretty much going to be the whole story of this game, and this troll getting the farm that he needs and Resolution being sort of shut down this game is a pretty big deal.
Yeah, I mean, we saw how much he did last game as well, just jumping in, always finding the clutch engagements. Meanwhile, they actually grab a kill onto Solo up at top. A nice dive under the tower from Save, and DM grabs him that sneaky kill. But there's a waiting party, cutting off their retreat. But who's cutting off whom? DM's coming on in. He's actually going to go for the call. Grabs it onto the Grimstroke here. Grimstroke, he's going to lose his life fairly quickly. Or is he? Stampede comes out. He's just running himself away. Meanwhile, RTW just cuts through Save. It's actually Virtus.Pro Prodigy who've lost one in the front of this line. FN trying to make something happen, but he's taking so much damage. Needs to get himself back, but still wants to try and help out with this kill. And now the ultimate pop from the Spectre. FN needs to get himself away, but LTW still chasing. He might just tick down to the urn regardless. Meanwhile, Ein dies in the backlands. DM desperately trying to turn this into a win. And Epileptic Kid's turning up to this one as well, trying to find themselves the fight they need. Zayats, he's going to go for the X. Well, doesn't pay off. He gets cut down, and now they look for no one. They want to find this mid laner. They want to find the Invoker, but he turns around, throws down the Tornado, but they know where he is. Axe is going to follow him. DM coming in as well. Everyone coming over the top. He is invis, but they've got no one. He wants revenge. He wants that Invoker, and he will find him. Epileptic Kid kills off no one, and Prodigy find a pretty dreamy fight up here in the top lane.
He would just like run behind. They used to play this with Sniper. They would just run. He would just run behind the Sniper and just bloodlust them non-stop the entire game with no boots.
Stampede for the bottom lane, but the Supernova has been popped. They're looking over. LTW is actually getting kind of low. They will kill off FN. Let's see if they can find the return kill, but a Tornado catches them out beautifully, slowing down the aggression from Virtus.Pro Prodigy and allowing Virtus.Pro to regroup and get themselves nice and healthy, and this will not be a kill in the end. And they're coming back in. They're throwing some daggers. They're looking to try and make this fight happen. DM's going to get the call out onto the Ogre Magi, but it is just an Ogre, not really getting too much done, and they don't really seem to care that much about DM running around their front line. Now they turn around, try to drop him with some magic damage of Tornado. Will put an end to, but maybe they get ILTW. They need a little bit more. Save's going to dive in and get the kill onto the Spectre. Meanwhile, Troll Warlord, he's in some trouble here. He needs some help from his teammates. If he gets onto Zayats, maybe he gets the health from him, but no, he won't. He will go down, and actually Safe's going to get beaten in as well. No one's still full health, full mana, doing what he wants, when he wants in these fights, and Virtus.Pro limping away from this bottom engagement, but limping away successfully with 4 kills under their belts.
Yeah, I think Prodigy had made a huge error in like abandoning the top lane and not farming there at all, like for the past pretty much 8 minutes, I would say.
Stun out. On to Ogre Magi. He's going to try and turn it around, but it's going to get his life taken away. But they've killed off Ein as well. Meanwhile, Safe is trying to keep no one out of the fight. Meanwhile, Graves gets a pretty nice stroke out onto both the Axe and the Lesh, and then links them together. Meanwhile, Supernova comes out on the back lines. It could be nice. A core comes out from DM, but it's not enough to save FN. FN's already lost his life, but the Troll in the backlands kills off no one. Meanwhile, up onto the cliff, RTW trying to look for an escape here, but they've got vision. They keep on running him down with the Sunray. RTW tries to come off the other side, but he gets killed off all the same. The Troll has arrived, and he is angry, and he's looking for some heroes. FN is probably the oldest on this team. Definitely the most experienced, by any case. Virtus.Pro, though, they're grouping. They want to try and take this middle tower, but now with his blink on the Axe, Virtus.Pro Prodigy going to be much more inclined to try and take this fight. Epileptic Kid going to start throwing some axes away by RTW. What's our vision looking like? Not much on either side, to be honest. So a blind fight both ways. They jump in for the call, but only landing onto the Ogre Magi once again, and they're not going to be in time to save Epileptic Kid, but immediate buyback from him. They want to try and make this fight work for them, but FN is just getting his life taken away by RTW with that blade mail. They're going to look over towards them, though, try and make this happen, but in comes the Soul Blind, but the battle trance is there. The damage comes in, they'll take down ILTW. Meanwhile, double stun, triple stun, quadruple stun as he gets a multicast, but doesn't really make much happen, to be honest. It glimpses back onto no one, and a follow-up with the call as well. DM times it nicely. Can he get the damage to finish off the job? If he get the culling blade off, it would just about be enough. The right click comes in from Ein. That sentry placed a little bit earlier on, doing God's work to finish the job. Meanwhile, under the tower, Epileptic Kid playing a little bit carefully here, but they really want to get this tier 1 taken down. Meanwhile, Zayat's finding a nice little catch onto Ein on the sidelines, a little bit overextended. DM still waiting, but a buyback from Invoker. They see themselves an opportunity to jump forward and start to Troll Wall. He's just put it back. Is there any save for him? DM jumps in. He gets a call, but unfortunately, Invoker's not inside of it. Still right-clicking him down and brings down the Troll Wall. And now they go towards DM as well, and DM will not be surviving this one. Virtus.Pro once again squeezing that lemon and getting all the juices out of their heroes.
Yeah, I mean, that middle, like, it was just way too greedy for them to try and hit that tower after, you know, them using all their spells and the Disrupted dying. Oh, no one. He's getting gone on. Or is he the one going up then?
Yeah, he actually just got himself a straight-up kill with Resolution jumping in around the side with Solo. They're able to disrupt them enough to completely ruin their gank attempt and even bring down squishy old Ein at the same time.
Yeah, it feels so bad that the Troll has been dead for 60 seconds, can't farm, and ILTW, he's got that blade mail build here. He has no fear whatsoever. He can run into this
Resolution jumping forwards. FN needs some help, but there is no help coming his way. Zayat smites him up with the stroke of fate, and that is going to be another hero just going the way. And the Sunstrike down onto save. Oh, it's okay. That did absolutely nothing. Waiting on the high ground. Axe has been thrown the way of Solo. They have somehow a little bit of vision up here. Oh, they've got the vision on the Anyways, Troll been thrown up into the air. In comes a stomp. In comes the damage. His mana is gone and his health along with it. Goodbye, Epileptic Kid. Removed from the game. Align Ein stumbling as well. Meanwhile, FN gets a nice little kill onto Zayat at least, but they're just cowering under their tower as Ein gets run down by Solo and co. Dear me. Yeah, it kind of feels like they've been coasting through these group stages a little bit, not playing to their full potential, but now that their tournament life is starting to get threatened, it's this is the Virtus.Pro we know and love, and they are really looking to give a bit of a smackdown to Virtus.Pro Prodigy here. But still, hope remains, and that hope is in the form of team fights. But unfortunately, if they just keep on finding pickoffs onto the key supports like this, Ein's just going to lose his life. They're looking to DM as well. DM trying to go for the TP out, but that tornado catches him out easily, forcing him to relocate, and now he's just going to get killed off in the top lane. It's going to take some time thanks to the Berserker's call, but die he certainly shall. And another, and another, and another. They are just playing such high tempo. It's a Spectre draft, by the way, and these guys are just playing so fast. LTW's just not farming, he's just coming to fights, and now they found the Troll Warlords as well, and he used the Battle Trance so early, he's just gonna get killed off again. Oh god. That's not what's... You can't let that happen. You can't let this chain of feeding continue. They need some discipline. Please no. Please no, not FN, but he's so deep in, and this Invoker's just gonna solo him. FN trying to turn it around with a split earth, but there's heroes coming over. Zayat's cutting off his escape, and this is going to be death number 8 for poor old Leshtrack.
The problem is BP keeps running at them. Now, if somehow BP don't keep pressuring and Prodigy boys can pick up their black king bars, I think they got a shot. If they can get a fight with
Seriously, here? They're going to try and go on FN at the very foot of his base, and they even drop down the ultimate from Ein here. They got to keep him alive, but they just can't do it on the tier 3s. They'll murder him on the steps of his own base. Again and again, FN, they are just targeting him down, killing him off. Was this at least enough time for Epileptic to get his BKB? No, and he's still being followed. No one in Zayat's, they're looking for him now, and if they find him, I'm not sure he survives this one.
He can't farm anywhere. And DM, he's gonna get hunted too by Centaur. Look at this. Oh boy.
My goodness, Epileptic Kid, the one in trouble right now. Meanwhile, DM gets finished off by resolution. Not quite one being popped. Meanwhile, over the Troll, he's having problems popping that Battle Trance, trying to keep himself alive, but unfortunately, death shall come like a lady in the night and take him away. And that is going to be both the heroes dead. Simultaneous save, not as well. Oh my god. Look, it's the same retaliate charge still being used over. Resolution's just so efficient at this point. He's getting multiple kills across multiple lanes with retaliation. I mean,
can play from ahead, from behind, can just, you know, be that guy they need in this team. And I just want to say, where on this map can you actually go to farm?
Yeah.
Right? Like, Leshtrack tried to go middle. He died in front of his tier 3. Troll was like trying to go into the enemy jungle, got caught.
Oh, poor old Ein. He gets the D ward and then just waits for death. Just literally hands on the keyboard like, I've done my job. But I mean, we're at the point now where we're looking at these 30-minute BKB. This is a 30-minute BKB Maelstrom. And considering got the Maelstrom at like 17 minutes, this is just a complete turnaround. I mean, this
here we go.
so wrong.
He's ran into the...
Oh, run. All right, we're looking towards the Ogre. They're still waiting on their BKB on the Troll Warlord. It's just not there yet. And FN's going to pop that BKB. Is it going to do anything? No, it's really not looking like it's gonna. Oh, the heals. Okay, he's staying alive, but RTW just jumps in and kills him anyway. And they're gonna be able to get Ein, FN, DM goes down as well. Supernova just being fed to RTW here. Though I say that, he can't actually finish the job here. And Epileptic's coming on over, but he just gets out of the stun range just about. Has an Aegis anyway, so who really cares?
But here we go. BP Prodigy gonna go with the smoke. Instead of going top, they're gonna go bottom. It seems like they really want to get someone with the smoke. Small wins, baby. Let's go.
Yep. Maybe. No one is a dust. They have it. Let's go. Killing off no one will be successful. The dunk comes down, and no one will be sent to the grave. It's something. Resolution's gonna be a little bit careful here. He blinks away quite sensibly. If Ein finds him though, he could be in some trouble. Or maybe it's oh Jesus Christ.
Yo, this guy's a on Centaur. Resolution. What's happening? This guy's. I think he thinks he's playing carry still.
What role am I again? Oh yeah, that's right. Meanwhile, jump in the call onto the Ogre. Again, these Ogre calls just not doing it for them right now. They might be able to finish off solo at the very least. Meanwhile, they got to keep the Ogre alive. Will be successful in doing so. Meanwhile, they lost solo and the stun is out on Suspector, but they want the targets which aren't carrying that Aegis. And Zats is going to be that target. Axe is heading this way. Glimpse back as well. Zats is going to lose. Meanwhile, in they go. Resolution goes for the big call, but it doesn't come off. The Yules comes out. Holds him still. Athletic, and he's got the Spectre on top of his face, but he still gets some damage in response. Can he bring him down? No, not quite. And the troll will die, and Saber's got as well. The final hurrah from Prodigy, and with another ultra kill from LTW, that will be the end of the game. The G's to the G's are thrown in the chat. I mean, it was a game of LTW. This one, I think, more resolution, a huge turnaround, and Prodigy just didn't have the solution to resolution. It's